Okay. Yes, I think so.
Excuse me, Linda.
Hang on a second. Yes?
Is Miranda back yet?
No, I'm on the phone with her now. She's giving me instructions on what to tell the journalists that keep calling about Bree and Peterson's divorce. The phone's been ringing all morning non-stop, and I'm going crazy answering questions. The other phone's ringing. I'll be with you in a second, Miranda. Don't hang up. Cunningham Brown Law Practice. This is Linda speaking. Yes, this is Miranda Cunningham's secretary. No, I'm afraid she's out of the office at the moment. Yes. Let me take your number. Bear with me a second. I'm just looking for a pen. All right. 0976 255 787. Sorry, could you repeat that? 0. Yes. Certainly, Mr. O'Connor. I'll have her call you back as soon as she gets back from court. Goodbye.
All right, Miranda. Don't worry. I'll pass you back over to Linda.
That was O'Connor. He said his client is not at all happy about the divorce settlement, and could you please call him back?
I'll get it. Hello, Law Practice Studio.
Al's got it. So, what do I tell the press about Breezy Bree's relationship with that football player, Lee Diggs? They've asked me if it's true that Peterson wants a divorce because he found out about Bree and Diggs' affair.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. But Breezy Bree, Mrs. Peterson, is not our client. We're looking after her husband's, her ex-husband's, Mr. Peterson's interests. So I'm afraid I can't answer that question. I don't think so. But the problem is, I'm not entitled to disclose that information. Not to worry. Goodbye.
Okay. Okay. Oh, no. Miranda, my battery's running out. Can I call you back from the office phone? Great. I'll see you in a minute then. Bye.
They're all after some juicy gossip. They've even asked me if Diggs has scored more goals this season thanks to Breezy Bree. What kind of a question is that? How should I know?
Well, journalists certainly ask a lot of questions, especially when there's a scandal to write about. Poor Linda's been answering phone calls all morning from the press, asking for information about a divorce between two famous people, Breezy Bree and Harold Peterson. Al even has to give her a hand because she's on the phone with Miranda and she can't answer all the calls. Now, we're going to have a look at some useful telephone language they both use to ask the caller on the other end of the phone to wait, repeat, or clarify something. Do you remember how Linda asks Miranda to wait? She says, "Hang on a second." Hang on a second, well, that's quite informal. If we want to say it more politely, we can say, "Please hold on a second," or "One moment, please." Maybe you have something to do that could take more than a few seconds. In that case, you can ask, "Are you okay to wait a couple of minutes, or do you want me to call you back?" When Linda has to answer the other phone and she wants Miranda to wait, she says, "The other phone's ringing. I'll be with you in a second. Don't hang up." Don't hang up. That means don't put the phone down. Sometimes when we're on the phone, we have to write down a number or look for something. So we have to ask our caller to wait, and we want to let the caller know what is happening. Like Linda says, "Bear with me a second. I'm looking for a pen." Or, for example, if we have to open a document, we can say, "Just a second, I'm opening the document now." How about if we didn't understand something our caller said? We ask for repetition. "Sorry, could you repeat that, please?" Or, "Sorry, I didn't catch that. Would you mind repeating that? I didn't catch what you said." If there's a bad telephone signal or the caller speaks too quietly, we can just say, "Can you speak louder, please? I can't hear you." Well, that's all for now. See you again soon.
I see. Don't worry about next month's hearing. Everything is okay. No, I don't think that's necessary. What, Friday? No, it's not a problem. Friday will be fine. Is there anything else I can help you with? Good, okay. What time are you arriving in London? At 3? So you'll be here at 4. Could you confirm that appointment on Thursday? Yes. Sorry, I have to leave you now. I'm expecting another call. Sure. We'll expect you on Friday, and don't forget to give me another ring on Thursday. Thanks for calling. Bye. Oh, I can't believe this.
Because... Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't switch off my mobile. Hello?
Linda? Oh, Linda, there you are.
Yes, I am here.
I'm so glad to talk to you.
So am I.
Are you busy? Am I disturbing you?
No, not at all. I'm having a drink with a friend. What's the matter?
Mrs. Adams called just a few minutes ago. The woman who owns the hotel in Cowes.
Anyway, it's a miss, not a Mrs. What does she want?
She said she'll be here on Friday.
Okay, on Friday.
You don't realize how big a problem we have. You must come here immediately.
I'll see what I can do. Bye.
Bye?
Hello there. How are you feeling? I hope you feel as good as I do. In our training session, we are going to talk about phone calls. Whatever your business, you'll probably have to solve a lot of problems on the phone, so it can be useful to be familiar with the appropriate language. We are going to learn about offering help, how to refer to future contacts, how to give reasons for ending a call, thanking the other person, and saying goodbye. As you have seen and heard, Miranda has received a phone call from Miss Adams, the owner of a hotel in Cowes. Miss Adams wants to go to London to discuss some legal matters. Miranda is not very happy at the prospect. However, they arrange a meeting on, do you remember? Right, on Friday. After that, Miranda asks, "Is there anything else I can help you with?" You can also say, "Is there anything else I can do for you?" Or, "Do you need anything else?" Once the appointment has been fixed, Miranda asks, "Could you confirm the appointment on Thursday?" You may have to end the call because you are busy or expecting another call. Miranda says, "I am sorry, but I have to leave you now. I am expecting another call." Before ending the call, she reminds Miss Adams to confirm the appointment. "Don't forget to give me a ring on Thursday." At the end of the call, she confirms the date. "We'll expect you on Friday." You can also say, "I'll see you on Friday," and "I look forward to seeing you on Friday." Finally, before saying goodbye, she thanks the other person. "Thanks for calling." Can you think of other ways to thank someone on the phone? I'll help you. "Thanks for your time," and "Nice speaking to you." So, nice speaking to you. See you next time for another workout.
Hello, you're tuned in to City Live FM, and I'm Emma. It's time to read your letters. I received a lot of letters this week from listeners who seem, I'm sorry, is my necklace making too much noise? Do I have to take it off? No. What was I saying? The letters. Okay, I'm ready. I received a lot of letters and, well, you all seem very depressed. What's happening, people? I'm going to start with a letter from Felicity. Hi, Felicity, if you're listening. Dear Emma, she writes, they say you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. In other words, you shouldn't judge a person by the clothes they wear. But don't a person's clothes tell us a lot about their personality and their intentions? Just think how much work goes into choosing the costume for a character in a film because it reveals a lot about who they are. What about in real life? How much can you really judge a person by the clothes they wear? Well, you're right, Felicity. Costume is very important in film and theater, but in real life I don't think so much thought goes into choosing what clothes we wear. A person's style can generally give some detail about their personality, but I think it's a bit superficial to say that you can judge a person by the clothes they wear. Don't you? Often, people use clothes as a way to conceal their true selves, like a sort of mask. A lot of people can't afford to buy the clothes they like, or simply don't have the same taste as you, so what they wear doesn't really tell us much about their personality. And how can you deduce that a person is unreliable or moody from their clothes? There are many personality traits that aren't deducible just by looking at a person's clothes. Body language can probably reveal more than clothes in some cases. Let's see now, is that everything? I think so. Is there anything else we should consider? Now, to sum up. I think clothes can reveal some details about a person, not necessarily their personality, though. A lot of factors determine how a person dresses. So don't forget, there's probably more to a person than meets the eye in most cases. In short, Felicity, what you need to remember is that to really know what a person is like, you have to get to know them. I'm sorry, this necklace is just getting in the way. Are you sure it's not making too much noise?
Hi, and welcome back. Do you know that saying, you can't judge a book by its cover? In other words, you shouldn't judge people by their appearance. Do you agree? Felicity seems to think a person's clothes, therefore their appearance, do tell you what a person is like. But our agony Aunt Emma gives her a few things to think about, and then she sums up her thoughts on the matter. What we're going to look at are the different expressions Emma uses to ask if everything is being considered, and to sum up her ideas at the end. So, first Emma explains her thoughts and gives various reasons for why she thinks clothes don't reveal much about a person's personality. Then she asks, is that everything? And is there anything else we should consider? It's a question she's really asking herself. Is that everything? She's doing a mental check of the things she said and if there is anything else she wants to say. In this situation, we could also say, Is there anything else to add? Now, let's see. Is there anything else to add? Oh yes, summing up your ideas. Emma used a few expressions to conclude what she was saying. The first one was, now to sum up. And then she goes on to give a brief conclusion. To sum up means to give a brief summary of something. Another expression is in short, which means in few words. In short, what you need to remember is that, or so. Don't forget that. Good. Is that everything? No. There was something else I wanted to mention. Remember, Emma says there are some personality traits that you can't deduce by looking at a person's clothes. I agree. I mean, what does an unreliable person wear? Unreliable means you can't count on them. You can't rely on them. Or if a person is moody, what do you think they would wear? Someone who is moody is temperamental and often in a bad mood. In short, I have to agree with Emma that it's a bit superficial to say you can judge a person by the clothes they wear. Don't you think? Bye now. See you soon.
Where is that letter? Oh, here it is. Okay, I'm ready. Hello. I'm so glad you tuned in. Welcome to another program with me, Emma, on City Live FM. I'm glad you tuned in because I have a very interesting letter from one of our listeners. I'll read it out here. Is it just me, or are people extremely rude nowadays? Yesterday, a colleague spilled an entire cup of coffee on my new suit and did not even say, "I'm sorry." I don't expect people to stand on ceremony, but what happened to the times when people used expressions like, "Excuse me," "Please," "Thank you," "You're welcome"? Young people show no respect for elders and betters. Since I find all this very upsetting, I need your advice. Yours sincerely, Mark Graceful. Well, dear Mark, I hope you are listening. Thank you for your letter. You bring up a very important issue. I know how you feel. This very morning, I had my hair done, and my hairdresser was so offhand. Ladylike and gentlemanly behavior is not only correct, it is a way of showing respect. After all, the done thing greatly affects all our social relationships. The best thing to do, the only thing to do, is not to let this affect you, and set a good example. I hope that helps. I'd better go now. Bye, and thanks for joining me. How was it?
Hi and welcome. Are you okay? You've got troubles. Don't worry, as today you met Agony Aunt Emma, who can solve all of your problems, or almost all of them. Today we are going to learn about terms and expressions related to behavior, manners, and body language. Emma received a letter from a listener who complains about widespread bad manners. He says that people are extremely rude. Rude means not polite, offensive. Anyway, he does not expect people to stand on ceremony. To stand on ceremony means to behave in a formal way. The listener regrets the fact that expressions like excuse me, please, thank you, you're welcome are no longer used, and that young people show no respect for elders and betters. Elders are older people, especially those with social standing, and betters are people of a higher rank or social position than you. Emma is in total agreement with Mark. That very morning, her hairdresser was offhand. Offhand means not friendly and showing a lack of interest in other people. Emma says that a ladylike and gentlemanly behavior is correct and a way of showing respect. Ladylike and gentlemanly means in a way appropriate for a lady and for a gentleman. Did you notice Emma's body language? Body language plays an important part in communication. Emma uses many different facial expressions to stress what she's saying. For instance, at the beginning, she titters, or we could say she giggles or laughs. When she wants to show disapproval, she twitches her nose. She makes little movements with her nose. And when she's surprised, she raises her eyebrows. Eyebrows are the lines of hair which grow above each of your eyes. Anyway, I am afraid our time is over. Keep practicing your English language, and I'll meet you in our next training session. Goodbye.
Oh, come on, Lucy. There has to be something you'd like to do.
Nope. I'm bored and I'm not interested in doing anything.
Why don't we hire a rowing boat and go for a row on the river?
No way. Don't you remember when that duck attacked me? I'm not that interested in rowing. I always end up getting wet or falling in the river.
It's such a beautiful day out. We should make the most of the sunshine while it lasts. Let's go to the swimming pool for a swim. We may even be able to sunbathe if the sun stays out.
Terrific. I get to see you in one of your crazy bathing suits. No offense, Em, but no thanks.
Hey, many people would pay to see me in a bikini, I will have you know.
Well, go swimming with them then, and leave me alone.
No, I'd like to spend the afternoon with my sister. Shall we go for a jog in the park? Do you think you can handle seeing me in shorts and a crazy t-shirt?
Yeah, fantastic. Let's all go get lung disease from the smog and the polluted city air.
We can drive to St. James Park. The air is sort of clean over there. Go on, you know you want to.
I'd rather just go home and watch TV.
TV sucks. Why don't we go to the cinema? There are a couple of good films showing at the moment. What do you say?
No, I don't feel like watching a film.
All right. I know. How about a beer and a game of pool at that pub around the corner? You know, the one where that nice blue-eyed boy works.
Now, that's a good idea. Last one there pays for the first round.
Oh.
Hi there. What a lot of patience Emily has with Lucy. She's there making lots of suggestions, trying to cheer her up, and proposing an activity they can do together. And all she can do is find excuses and complain. Let's explore those expressions Emily uses to make suggestions. And we'll take a look at how Lucy refuses and then finally accepts her proposals too. First, she says, why don't we hire a rowing boat? Why don't we? I could say, why don't we go for a coffee? Or, why don't we go to the cinema? That's another one of Emily's suggestions. But Lucy says, no way to the idea of the rowing boat. She's really against that idea. She isn't keen on being attacked by another duck, I think. And she doesn't feel like going to the cinema. To feel like doing something means you'd like to do it. I'd like to go for a walk in the park. I feel like going for a walk in the park. I don't feel like watching TV. Lucy doesn't feel like going to the cinema. She doesn't feel like doing anything, it seems. Emily makes a few more suggestions. Let's go to the swimming pool. Let's go. Let's is a good one. Let's watch a film. Let's have a drink. Terrific. That means you like the idea. Lucy uses it sarcastically, though. Terrific. She doesn't like that idea either. Shall we go for a jog? Shall we? This is a question, so you ask, shall we go into town? Shall we go to the park? It's a beautiful day. And the suggestion Lucy liked the most, how about a beer? How about a cup of coffee? If we want to suggest an activity, we say, how about going to the pub? How about playing a game of pool? Remember Lucy's reply? Now that's a good idea. Let's have a look at some replies. That's a good idea. Terrific. Fantastic. Or, I'm not very keen on rowing. I don't feel like watching a film. I'd rather stay at home. I'm not interested in doing anything. What a bore. Let's take a break now. See you next time. Bye.
So I am in need of a vacation. Some time ago, I reserved a place on your tour, Wonderful Australia.
Sure, great choice. You will enjoy some of Australia's most cherished sites.
It seems interesting.
This tour will take you to visit stunning deserts, so red you will wonder if the color is real. Mile upon mile of awe-inspiring deserted beach.
Wow!
Lush rainforest, the Great Barrier Reef, and some of the most cosmopolitan cities.
I am seeking something out of the ordinary.
Then you can go on a trip to the outback.
What a marvelous idea!
Australia is the land of the great outdoors. You can even wander off the beaten track. You'll see some unspoiled, unexplored areas of this amazing continent.
You said a visit to Australia's major cities is also included?
Yes, you can go sightseeing in Melbourne, Adelaide, and Sydney.
I hope I can do some shopping, too.
Sure. So, when would you like to travel? In May or in August?
I would like to go in August.
Okay, let me check. Yes, you can confirm your reservation right now if you wish.
Sure, I can't wait to go.
I'm sure you'll experience an unforgettable journey.
Hi, are you looking for an unusual holiday tour? Do you like adventure, wild nature, and unforgettable places? Fine. You are in the right place at the right time, as today we are going to talk about it. We are going to learn about terms and verbs related to traveling, how to describe places. Emily is in need of a vacation, and some time ago she reserved a tour. The travel agent says, "You will enjoy some of Australia's most cherished sights." Sights are places of interest, especially to visitors. In Australia, Emily can visit stunning deserts and miles of awe-inspiring deserted beach. You say awe-inspiring when you feel admiration for something. Stunning means extremely impressive or attractive. There are many adjectives that you can use to describe beautiful places, such as unique, unforgettable, amazing, magnificent. As Emily is seeking something out of the ordinary, that means she's looking for something unusual, different. She will be able to go on a trip, a short journey, to the outback. The outback is the heart of Australia. There is also the opportunity to wander off the beaten track. Off the beaten track means in a place where few people go, far from the main roads and towns. There she can enjoy the unspoiled, unexplored areas of this amazing continent. Unspoiled or unspoilt means uncontaminated, not damaged by progress. Finally, she can also go sightseeing in Australia's major cities. Can you guess what sightseeing means? Right, it's visiting interesting places. You can go or do sightseeing. I'm afraid I got a bit carried away. I have to go now. See you soon for another English workout. Bye.